welcome to part 2 of my 1970 Buick GSX. It's going pretty good so far. I got it all painted up. So I got it somewhat painted up, but as you can tell, I have the orange painted over the red from you seen in the last video. I did not show the orange being put on there, but what I did for it is I taped it off, obviously, and then repainted the gunmetal over the red, and then painted the clear orange with a can, which I didn't realize I had. I had clear orange in Tamiya in the can, so I just sprayed it outside. I didn't airbrush any of this. This is all just with the rattle can, and this is how it turned out, and I am happy with it. So this line that's here is because there is such a thickness with the paint difference in the tape, and this thing is a magnet for dust right now. It doesn't matter how many times I go like this and wipe it off, it just magnetizes right back to it. But this is how it's looking, and I have the line set there. So when I put the decals on, the black part of the decal will be over that line like so, and you shouldn't be able to see it. It'll be covering it, and it'll just be the transition from red to the decal of red and black, and then orange. So that's how that will look on there. I'll have the black stripe going down the side. Do have spoiler here. The spoiler I just left red because I'm just going to use that as the cutoff point on the back for when it turns orange. I figured it would be a nice, it's just easier for me to do instead of just trying to tape this off and then trying to repaint the very edge of the back of the spoiler. Then I don't feel like doing that. But I will paint a car that is just clear red like how I did here because it was very beautiful looking. I did like how it looked, but for this one, this is what I wanted and this is what I was going for. This is the hood. Obviously, as you can tell, the gunmetal didn't settle here and here. I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to paint the hood black. If I do, I want to try and tape this off and leave this red if I go with the black hood for the decals, how it's supposed to be. If not, then I will just respray this part gunmetal and then respray the red just to fix the hood a little bit. For the exhaust, they're just silver, and I painted those gunmetal. I just hand painted these right here. So that's just silver and gunmetal. The interior is just going to stay gray. I have to detail the dash, which I have not done yet. Oops, not mean to make it go out of focus. So it'll just be little detail. I'll just put some silver in there and just to highlight it and black wash it so you can see the gauges and stuff. The seats are still just going to be gunmetal. I don't know if I'm going to paint the insides of them or not or anything. I might black wash them just to have a little bit of a difference. And for the rest of the interior, still gunmetal, but I flocked the flooring and back here with some red, dark red. And what I use is a brush and some Mod Podge, and I just brush it on there, and then I just pour the flocking that I use over it, smack it down, brush it down, and then I just pour it out. So I know the pedals are covered up, but it's whatever. You can see them anyway. But so this is how this is going to be with gunmetal seating indoors with the red carpet. So that's how this will look in here. And actually, see if if I can set it up in here. So that's how that will look with gunmetal seats and the red carpet and the red sticking out the back there. So that actually looks kind of nice. A little bit of subtle difference, but still nice. And then I have the engine. I got the wheels on. The engine, I was black. I was hoping for a brighter red, but what I did is I took the engine and sprayed pure metallic red over black. And this is like 1.5 coats. But this is the red that I got from it. And I just stuck with it. And I just painted everything else black and silver. Put the headers on. I painted the transmission dark iron. This right here. So that's what that transmission is. I got the stock wheels on. Underneath, I just kept this chrome. I still gotta paint the frame, do a little, I guess, some detailing down here. Paint this red. I did sand down the tires. I just stuck them on a makeshift drill bit and spun them on the drill with some sandpaper and sanded down all 4 tires. But that's how this is right now. Here is the back suspension. I got the shocks and springs glued on. Just painting them yellow and red. The back wheels. So they're looking nice. I just need to put the exhaust on. And then this will go on just like that. My little buddy wants attention, as you can hear in the background. But that'll be on there. Let's see, this is the top of the engine. It's chrome. I need to paint this black. So that's got to get painted still. Got the rear bumper. I just glued the taillights in with some Mod Podge. Black washed the Buick here. Everything else is still just on here. Shifter, side mirrors, rear view, license plates. This is a hose or something. This is the grill, or not grill, for the hood lining. And then I have the front grill and bumper here. I need to black wash this again for the grill insert. I painted this clear orange. And that is really it. I have not done anything else. Steering wheel still just regular gunmetal. And that's all I have for the, oh no. No. Here is the firewall. Here's the firewall. I did up dry brushed it with some silver. I accidentally touched the copper when I touched it, so I dry brushed a little bit of copper on there. But this is the part of the firewall, so that's all done. And I just painted that silver for the radiator cap. That's the only thing that's done for that. And let's see here. Side mirrors are the same red as the car. All I gotta do is put the inserts on those, and those will be done. Dry shaft is silver. And now I believe that is pretty much everything. I just need to put the decals on this, get all the dust off of it that keeps clinging to it, and I will get back to it. But that is it for the part 2. Thank you.